Every team has a planner. On this team, the planner is evil. Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at FansToys Gaudi, their Hook, or FT-32C. And I will address the elephant in the room quite shortly, but first let's take a look at the box here. Very nice illustration as always with the FansToys boxes. You have the same picture on the top, and of course that obligatory bio you can read if you want to. And you have pictures of him, and for some reason you have a picture of Longhaul. I don't like that head, and I don't mean mine. So, well, that's it for the box. Basically the same thing you get with FansToys, and I do like it, of course. But he comes with a collector's card, very nicely done. I think this is a 3D render and not a photo. This is a photo, and so you see that, of course. And the bio again, and the tech spec. I don't know which is which, but still, looks good. Looks very nice. And, you know, the usual thickness. And, I mean, I didn't really follow this. I just, you know, transformed him from, well, logic, maybe? I don't know. My own mind. I did find the transformations easy. I did forget one step, or rather miss one step, so I thought I was going to break him. But, yeah, he survived, apparently. But it's a very nice... I like that they still give us books because I want books. I mean, it's nice. Yeah. This is wrong, though, because you're supposed to pull that open and turn the little arm attachment out. So, yeah. But anyway, this is very good. He comes with the obligatory trumpet, done in very nice sheen, and you can actually see the sheen going out there from the trumpet. Very nice indeed. They don't skimp on the details. Very, very nice. I'm never going to use these, but still, nice addition to the set. He comes with his little gun, and this is very, very cartoon accurate. I actually checked, and I like that. I think this is just paint-infused plastics, but that is okay. It still looks very, very, very good. Well, the other side is just the same. Why am I showing you that? I don't know. And he comes with two faces. One smirking or smiling, rather smirking, and one screaming, "My plan failed! So didn't mine." Well, yeah, you know what I mean. And if you want to change it out, you just pull the head forward, like that, and you push this little face down, so you get that away, and then we can attach... Let's just put the smirking face on, shall we? For fun's sake. And push that down. And there you have him, smirking. And the face I took off is actually very, very nice as is, but he looks kind of like a sourpuss. So, yeah. This is not good either, though. I want the screaming one, I think. But he's not going to be in bot mode for long, because after this review, he's going into combine mode. And speaking of combine mode, he comes with a plethora of heads for combine mode. And as you can see, they're very well done. You have a screaming face, sourpuss face, shouting and just smiling. And of course, you have the ugly one as well, from that one episode that no one is going to use. But it's fun that they include it. I want to be in a box. Well, that leaves us with the bot himself. and I do like him very much. Now to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I have the same bad knee joints as everyone else, but I actually posed him with a bit of a slant forward, and that actually makes him very stable, as you can see. So if you don't mind his hips being a bit outward like this works just fine, and he isn't even back heavy. So I'm happy with that, but let's get up close and personal to look at this beauty. Now, I regret putting that face on. It doesn't look good at all. Let's put the shouting one on there instead, because that is just a shame. And doing so, he actually had every face on him in this little review. Okay, he's standing on a slanted hill. Cartoon-wise, he looks sublime. He looks just like I expect him to. You have a lot of hinges here. We'll talk about that later on. You can just close up these to just watch the head. No. Anyway, he looks very, very good, and the green is really shiny and FansToysy, and the sturdiness of him is very FansToysy, well, except for this little leg, of course. This one is just fine, but I think this is, well, the usual problem with him. You have that little crotch piece, and you can see that I folded these forward, because if you fold these up like that, it looks this way. You can see the difference here. So I usually have them on 1 or 2, like that, and he will stand. Well, if you don't look like the cartoon accurate feet or legs or whatever you call these, this is going to look atrocious to you. I didn't like it in the images I saw, but in hand, I actually like it. It's kind of nice. And here we have the faulty one. But yeah, still looks good. And you have that humongous backpack. But I don't really care, because I think that hook is okay with a big backpack. At least he's more okay with a big backpack rather than Scavenger or Scrapper. But still, yeah. But he looks very good, and I do like that the wheels are on the elbow here. It looks really, really, really nice. But for articulation, the head can, of course, rotate around. It can look... I'm going to hold here because that's one of my gripes here. It can look down. It can... Well, yeah. It can look up. It can't go to the side, so it's not quizzical in any form or other. The arms are on 2 joints here, and this is just so they can be a bit out to the side. I don't know if I gotten it all the way or not, but it doesn't matter. And it doubles up as a butterfly joint, which is really, really nice. You have friction joint on the outer side here, so you can actually fold these high up. And of course, they can go all the way around on a less strict joint there. You have a bicep swivel. Very, very nice. You can stay. You can actually go a bit more than 90 degrees on the elbow. It looks fairly good. And this little piece for transformation is separate, so you can actually just fold that up whenever you want. So that is very nice. You have ab crunch, not that much, but you actually do. And I have engaged it so I can actually make him stand easier. So that is nice. And I mean, yeah, never mind. The legs can kick forward, and you can see this little flimsy knee there, kick back to there. And everything just moves with the leg here. And I like this solution. I like it very much because there are no loose little pads that can actually break or, well, just go away. Friction out to the side, and it holds just fine. You have a rotation at the thigh. And you have a double jointed leg here. But you can't really utilize it for some reason. Maybe I should bend the lower one first, but this is so stiff. I don't even know if it's a joint or not. So let's just say 90 degrees, because that is just not usable. Now we come to the really strange part, and that is the feet. You can rotate them, of course. That's more for transformation. You can tilt them in, and you do have a little, well, up and down mechanism in here, but you can't really use it because you fold that in. So no up and down on his little feet, unfortunately. And I mean, I don't think he is any worse for it, but still. Now we need to find that sweet spot again, so it doesn't fall over. And you can see this is just ridiculously, but yeah, this is the way you want him standing, so he doesn't fall over, and so this knee doesn't give you too much gripe. Yeah. Okay. We have changed out faces, and we have yet to try him holding his gun. I'm not going to try the trumpet because that's just so silly. And yeah. And when we are talking articulation here, we have to talk about the hands, of course, because this is a bit different from the hands they usually give. Not worse, but a bit, because they are straightforward, but still a bit bent. I mean, it's natural for a human hand, but for a bot hand, it feels kind of strange. And you can, of course, rotate them as well, which you have to do anyway, so yeah. But there you have Hook, and I do like me some Hook. I mean this one, this bot. What you have to do straight out of the box is to turn his waist and to make these plates go out to the side. Since these are on a hinge here, I don't recommend pulling them from this side. I recommend turning this. And we'll come back to this articulation when we talk about the alt mode. And just get your fingers in between here and pull it out. Push it out, rather. Because if you don't, you risk breaking those hinges. And that is not fast. Stay. Stay. I'm trying to make you look good. Come on. Now, for comparison, here he is with his brothers in arms. Scrapper. And he looks very nice with that Scrapper, I must say. I like it very, very much. And for another interesting comparison, I don't have X-Transbot's version of these, but I do have their Scoop. And as you can see, they are taller and bigger. So, yeah. But I actually think that this is just... It hits the spot better than these sizes. But I think they did this because the combined mode has to be so big. And, yeah. But this is how they look together with our little hooky poo here. It's always the wrong joint with him, for some reason. Well, there you have it. Very nice. I'm going to take them away now. Get away, get away, get away, get away now. And here you have Hook in his alt mode. And, I mean, I understand the alt mode. And from this angle, it looks kind of good. But let's just look at the bad things first, shall we? This side. I mean, I know he's supposed to be just lying down, but this is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind him looking like this from the underside, but this gray area just looks terrible. Really, really bad. And I mean, you know, it's not that I don't like it. I just think it looks very not hooky. But, okay. We've done the bad thing. Let's do the good things, because the rest of him is good. You have some very nice lights up here. This piece is die cast, so it's a different color than that, which does bother me a bit. But yeah, still. Every wheel rolls as it should. If you get all 6 of them to actually touch the floor at the same time. You have some transparent plastic here with a very nice tint. And you have a big surface for, well, craneage or hooking. No, I'm sorry about that. You know what I mean. And you actually do have those little patterns here. And I do like that. It's very, very nice indeed. Well, when you come to this piece, the hook piece, you can actually rotate this. And since I have transformed this into combine mode, I'm not sure I think it was wise of them to actually make it turn. Because you have one arm on that, and you have the head in here. So you're going to fold that out. And when you turn that arm, well, yeah, I don't know. I have to wait with my judgment on that until I have all the pieces. But still, engineering-wise, it feels strange. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with this, but I don't really know how to put this head. It just sticks out a bit on an angle. I'm probably doing something wrong, and if you know what I'm doing wrong, please tell me, because, yeah, I don't know. I don't mind the arms there. They look fairly okay. You have that translucent plastic up here as well, which is very nice. And you can, of course, fold that down if you want to. But that's more for robot mode because it's going to hold... did you hit the camera hook? Hold the, well, crane section in place. Now it's just on there. And you can actually angle this up as well if you want to. I think I forgot that. Yeah, I did. Well, that's how it works anyway. So you have him here in beautiful, well, except for the grey parts, alt mode. I mean, I'm not disappointed. I just could be a bit more happy with it, to be quite frank. But anyway, here he is. And I have to bring in, for comparison, his little buddy here, his little arm buddy that is actually going to attach to him in a while. Crocodile. And I mean, I'm not sure that they scale together or not, because I don't know how big these things should be. So they look good together. Wouldn't you say? But both of them are big and hefty bots. Yeah. But there you have that. And just for funsies, I'm going to bring in DX9 Combiner Bot from the Manosaur set, of course. And I think this is Henry, but I'm not sure. I haven't played around with these for a while, so yeah. But I still like them. So, yeah. Scale-wise, this is fairly nice. I think that someone that can sit in here can sit in there as well. And there, so that works. And I mean, these are kind of on the big side as well, so yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. And here you have Hook in combined mode, and he does look very, very nice. I don't like that purple spot there. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I will paint that myself in as close as I can come to this color. But never mind that right now. You have a very nice devastatory chest here, as you can see. And I haven't felled everything right because you don't need to just yet. And here you have that little piece that isn't in the official manual, but I think it has to be transformed this way to put the arm on. And we will try that before this review is over. I will try to put that arm on. And here we can see this is supposed to be felled up. A bit at least. And this is still strange to me that you don't really get to put this head away in a proper place. It's just slanted. I don't know if you're supposed to do it that way, maybe. But then he's way too far down for the wheels to actually hit the ground in alt mode, so I don't know. I don't know. And the crane is just going backwards. Yeah. This is what he looks like. And of course, the head rotates. You have a very nice hinge here that can make him actually look up and down a bit. Not much down, but still. You have a light up feature, but I don't have the batteries. So, yeah, I can't show you that, unfortunately. There is a bit of a gappage here everywhere, but I think they will actually mend that with hook and the chest piece. So, but I am a bit scared for that one because I don't want to see that purple piece on Devastator. But he is a very, very solid chest piece. As I said before, I'm quite scared for this piece because when you put an arm on there and the arm is going to have heavy ratchets and it's going to actually move this about. So I hope they have some solution for locking this into place with hook because there are very fragile pieces here that you really don't want to break. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to bring in the arm. I'm going to put you there. Stay. And here we have the arm. Let's see if I'm right about this little piece. Yeah, I think I am. But that was very, very tight. Let's see if I can get this out a bit so I can actually push it downwards. I'm not going to have that on my little table because it's going to break. Yeah. And there you have Devastator's hand, or arm rather, on. And yeah, this wasn't sturdy enough, so I have to hold him. He's quite heavy, quite heavy. And as you can see, now the head really looks off center, but still. Yeah. And I mean, it looks really, really nice indeed. I mean, it's difficult not to love this one. I do think that the Devastator bots, as you can see, that's sturdy. The Devastator bots is not the best that FansToys have made, but still, they do look good in combined mode, and I think that's what they're aiming for. So, yeah. We can actually angle this quite nicely. Stop! In the name of love! So, yeah. Very nice. I just wish you could fold these up, because these are just silly. This was a bad decision. I can't say that word today. From FansToys, because these should be on here, and this should be clear, because he looks like a diaper otherwise. But yeah, there you have Hook in combine mode. Now for my conclusion. I do like this bot. I do. It has some flaws, like the knees, and the head not folding in as I want it to in alt mode. But I'm probably doing something wrong, and please tell me if I am, because I want to know. But otherwise, I like him. I mean, he is FansToys quality. I like the accessories, and yeah. Looks good. The gun looks good. I'm not going to use it because I'm going to have him in combined mode most of the time. And, well, you know, the detailing is nice. The lack of detailing is nice as well, which is something I thought I'd never say. And overall, he is just a very good bot, except for the knees and a bit of stability because he is quite back heavy. And with those knees, that is just accented even more. So, yeah. I would have given him, if the knees weren't as they are, a 9 for Masterpiece score. But I'm not going to do that because the engineering behind it feels deliberate, which is just flabbergasting to me. So I am actually going to give him a 6. And that is a very low score. Normally, I don't recommend bots that get such a low grade, but I will still recommend him because you need him for combined mode, and as long as you don't mind the knees being strange, he actually is a very good bot, and I do like him. It's just that thinking about those knees just drags the score down for me, unfortunately. And I think that it feels like FansToys have rushed these bots out for some reason. All of them have had a bit of a questionable designs or engineering, looks-wise or stability-wise. So I'm not really sure that they should be so quick. But I know I'm getting Hook. No, not Hook. Long Haul in a couple of months, and Bone Crusher after that. So I shouldn't complain too much. I just want them in combined mode. I do love me some Constructicons, so why not? But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.